Now would be the time where, if you're moved to, you're welcome to speak what you're taking away from today's session.
Yeah, I'll jump in. I am taking away the depth of brotherhood and beautiful invitation to join in this configuration with you men who I respect and trust and love. And yeah, I mentioned just before in my sharing, like there's been this real slow, grounded, centered, earthy energy, like glacial pace I mentioned. And that was woven from the meditation, from the check-in, where we journeyed through time. Thank you for that, Frank. And the incorporation of, yeah, earth matter, this rock. And yeah, so the takeaway for me is um, the beauty and brilliance of being here in this moment and also being in the expanse of life. Um, so yeah, feeling significant and insignificant at the same time and feeling the perfection of that.
Mm.
Thanks. Oh.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Thanks, Jack. I have something similar running for me, which is along the lines of those two strains of belief. One is my impermanence, irrelevance, insignificance, and the other stream is I'm awesome, I'm appreciated and loved, and these two um, seemingly opposing beliefs are sitting in me without the need to change anything, and I kind of expanded by this kind of yeah, and the beauty of how spirit can play with technology whenever spirit feels like it. Like,
Yeah, I'll go to it's it always amazes me how during these meetings we tend to coalesce on a particular theme or something that runs in the background. And I'm also super reflecting on insignificance and also the significance of being insignificant. The importance of treasuring every moment and being friendly, the beauty of being able to freely talk to strangers, being able to freely talk to anybody or anyone is very important and very alive for me at the moment. And I'm also feeling the immensity of this team, and especially, well, not especially, but including our lovely friend Jack being able to join us and share in our experience. And we share in his experience. And it's all beautiful and it's all welcome and it's fantastic. Thank you.
Today I'm taking away a real feeling of freedom that comes from the realization of impermanence. I said it earlier, I think in the form of, if it doesn't matter what I do in the long run, why not just do what feels good and what I feel like I'm embodied to do? And there's a huge freedom in that. Harking back to something a young guy told me a couple of months ago and said, Frank, you don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about you. And however he meant that, there's a huge freedom in that. Because I can do what feels right in this moment, in this body, and that's enough. And that's really all whether I leave anything behind or not, that's really all I need to spend my time doing. So I feel free.
Yeah, I want to acknowledge my friend, the rock that I found on the beach that I talked a fair bit about in my share. And I think, yeah, I think, funnily enough, maybe my rock is my takeaway because I took it away from its home on the beach. Um, and we've talked about insignificance, and we've talked about atoms, and we've talked about specks of dust. And when somebody said speck of dust in their sharing during this call, I had a little smidgen of a moment of thinking, I guess this rock started as a speck of dust at some point. And look at it now. Yeah, I'm deeply appreciative. This rock is solid and beautiful and earthy and all the amazing things that I shared about its aspects earlier. But what it occurs to me is that it provides a foundation on which life and or things can be built, and I guess the analogy there for me is that some of what, no, not some of what, let me not try and minimalize it. What this group has created for me is a foundation for me to feel safe in the world. Whether there's a Gandhi group on, or whether I'm at home, or whether I'm away, or whether I'm with Joe or not, or somebody else, or whether I'm with you, man, or not, and yeah, and all the amazing intricacies of life in its significance and insignificance are held in in that opportunity to explore myself and practice being kind, and opportunities to grow. I was shown by my two brothers who'd been to the feast event the program. At the bottom, the last thing it says is, "May all that happens here be for the benefit of all beings." And I thought, I'm pretty sure I've seen that and heard that in some other pretty special places that we've all shared, and yeah, it feels beautiful to bear witness to and be able to feel the significance and the value and importance of creating safety. And my takeaway today is this little rock represents all of that and more. And I'm grateful I get to explore that and be in that space with each of you guys every fortnight.